8:28. Welcome back to Fox 21 Local News right now. Right now, the annual Indie Give campaign is underway, and Fox 21 is highlighting local organizations that need your help.
One of those is the Community Partnership Family Resource Center, and joining us this morning to tell us more about it is Corey Gorton, Program Manager, and Brianna Jones, a mom who has actually used one of the programs. So good morning to the both of you. Thanks so much for joining us. Corey, let's start with you. Tell us more about the Community Partnership Family Resource Center and all the services that you guys provide.
Sure. Thank you for having us this morning. So Community Partnership Family Resource Center serves families of all walks of life in Teller County. And we are here to just really strengthen families, focus on their strengths, make sure that we're supporting them in their goals and connecting them to resources to better their family and themselves so that they're a little bit more self-reliant and just have the tools that they need to be successful.
And
we have...
Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say we have a plethora of programs from exercise classes to cooking classes to parenting to case management to GED, all kinds of things available to families.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was going to ask you. But how has COVID impacted your organization and the need that you see?
Yeah, absolutely. We saw a big need for food right off the bat. And so when COVID hit, we actually opened a very quickly overnight opened a food pantry, and so now we have that available to families. But we've also just seen a lot of higher needs, so a lot of families in crisis, a lot of needs with financial stability, but also just support from somebody that's not necessarily in their home, right? And so supporting families through this challenge and continuing to hook them up with new resources that maybe we weren't as aware of. And so making a lot of new connections and making stronger connections with our partners in our community and making sure that families have what they need to get through every day and all of these challenges.
It sounds like such a great resource. Now, Brianna, we talked about it earlier. Tell us what services you've used and what was that experience like for you?
So we've used a lot of their services. We used PAT, Parents as Teachers, so they've kind of helped me to do some lesson planning with my kiddos and help them to have activities when everything's kind of going crazy and you might not have the brain capability to handle planning everything out. I have celiac disease, so when everything went crazy, they would bring food to me and they made sure that I could have food that I could eat because it's really hard to find gluten-free options and everyone was buying everything off the shelves no matter what it looked like. So people who have allergies didn't have access to what they needed and they made sure that I could still have food. They also have the Family Support Services, which has done so many things for us, from paying our rent when we were overwhelmed with medical bills and we couldn't do it, to helping out my husband when he had to be out of work, to finding a therapist to help my husband who was recently diagnosed with schizoaffective bipolar disorder and help get him the treatment that he needed. They've just helped with pretty much every aspect of our life.
I was going to say, wow, they have
do
really
so many things.
So many different things. So, Corey, what will the money from the Give campaign go to?
So the Give campaign is just a really great thing for community partnership to have. Nonprofits depend primarily and almost 100% on grants, and grants come and go, right? So the Give kind of helps buffer some of those gaps in between grants, but also just to make sure that we can ensure to continue to offer programming to families for free or at a very low cost. And so that we can keep things running and doing just what we're doing on a daily basis. So we appreciate all of the money that comes from Give because it's going to a really great cause within our community to support these families.
Yeah.
And real quickly, I know you have an event coming up. Can you tell us real quickly about that?
Yeah, we're really excited. We're trying this whole social distancing thing with our Santa Claus drive-thru this weekend. And so families of any age, from any walks of life, 0 to 100, we were saying, can come and get a gingerbread house kit and a hot cocoa kit. And they can enter a gingerbread building contest. And then we're also going to have Santa here, and we're going to do some pictures while the kiddos are in the car, or whoever wants to have a picture with Santa. And so it should be a really fun, just low-key, easy, come and grab some fun things and go home and enjoy it with your family. And then Santa will be reading virtually over Zoom. He'll be reading a Christmas story afterwards, so kids can sit down and drink their hot cocoa and enjoy a story with Santa.
Sounds like so much fun. Thank you both so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it, and best of luck to you in the Give campaign.
Thank you.
Thanks. To learn more about the Community Partnership Family Resource Center and all of the other organizations featured in this year's Give campaign, just head to our website, fox21news.com, and click on the Indie Give tab at the top of the screen.